On today's episode of the Beyond Jaws podcast, we are here to celebrate a great honor for Dr. Oscar Sosa Nishizaki, who has this, who got an award recently. We're going to talk about the award and what that award is on this episode, but we're here to celebrate him and find out what he's been up to, him and his lab have been up to since the last time he was on the episode, and I believe it was 2022. We're going to talk a lot about BRUVS. We're going to talk a lot about what it's like to go over 12,000 hours of data and of video, and I can't wait to talk about it, so let's start the show. Hey everybody, welcome back to another exciting episode of the Beyond Jaws podcast. I'm your co-host Andrew Lewin, here with my other co-host Dr. David Ebert. Dave, 12,000 hours of BRUV video. Is that something that you would like to look over? I mean, that's pretty incredible.
Somebody else could go. Somebody else could pare it down to like the key moments. I'll go through the highlight reel.
I'll just identify the species on there. That'll be good.
Because it's going to be like 11,999 hours of like just nothing.
Yeah, exactly.
Well,
I'll tell you what, this is just part of the conversation that we had with Oscar. You know, Oscar's always so great to have on the episode. It brings so much energy, so much knowledge, especially in Mexico and off the Pacific, and it's always great to be able to talk to him. Dave, do you want to talk a little bit about the award that he won and why it's so important?
It's probably one of the most prestigious awards in Mexico for someone in his field and in the biological sciences. And as Oscar will explain, in a few minutes, the person who was named after the award, and it's a lifetime achievement award. And Oscar certainly was deserving. He's had an amazing career, going back 40 plus years now, and he's still going strong. So So yes, which is a great sign to see, and which I'm glad to see actually, since we're the same age. I'm glad he's still going strong, so I'm not like alone out there left. But it was a very prestigious award. When I saw that he'd received it, I thought, we have to have this guy come on the show, talk about his award, and so we'll let him share his story about the award.
And here is the interview with Oscar talking about his award as well as all the other research that he's been up to since he was on last. Enjoy the interview, and we'll talk to you after. Hey, Oscar, welcome back to the Beyond Jaws podcast. Are you ready to talk about sharks?
I'm ready. Thank you, Andrew and Dave, for inviting me once again. I'm really honored to be here once again. I was very surprised you invite me once again with this mid-Tarzan English. So.
We are honored as well. We love having you on, Oscar. It's great to have you back.
Especially today, we want to welcome back an awesome guest, Dr. Oscar Sosa from Ensenada, Mexico, who's now, as we'll explain, is even more awesome than he was before. Oscar is a fisheries research scientist at the Ensenada Center for Scientific Research and Higher Education, CICESE, in Baja. And he has an extensive list of accomplishments, including advising and mentoring more than 60 graduate students. He's a prolific publisher with more than 100 publications. He serves as the vice chair in the IUCN Shark Specialist Group. Oh, yeah, and Oscar and I have known each other since the mid-1980s when we both met for the first time in Tokyo, Japan, when we were graduate students back in the day. And he was Oscar was also, as he mentioned, he's on a previous episode back on April 2023, in episode 45. Please go back and catch it so you can hear Oscar's entire story and all the stories that I wish he'd forgotten about when we were in Japan together as young grad students. And I will know, Oscar and I did have more hair at that time, so
both
a lot more. Yeah, exactly. So anyway, but he's back on the program today to talk about a milestone in his career. We thought it was, really wanted to have him back talk about it. Oscar is a 2025 recipient of the Juan Luis Cifuentes Lemus Award. It's a prestigious award from the Mexican Federation of Biological Colleges. And the committee awards a medal. The committee that awards is composed of biologists who are basically peer review the candidates for this award. The name bearer of the award, Juan Luis Cifuentes Lemus, Oscar can correct me wrong in a minute, was a prominent Mexican biologist, widely recognized as a leading figure, maybe even considered a godfather of biology in Mexico. He is a professor at the National Autonomous University of Mexico for many years and later joined the University of Guadalajara. He was a pioneer in Mexican marine biology with over 30 years of experience in the field. He held several important positions, including Director General of Fisheries Research and Development Program in Mexico. He was also president of the Mexican College of Biologists. In teaching and instructed thousands of students and directed numerous thesis projects. His scientific work covered topics such as marine resources, fisheries, protozoa, invertebrates, biology, education, and the history of science. He's a great popularizer of science, and one of his most famous quotes was, "What is known is valued, and what is valued is cared for." And Oscar, welcome back to the show.
Thank you very much. And I'm really, I don't know, very honorable to be once again. To tell you the truth, you got me by surprise day when you kindly invited me because of this award I just received. But I really appreciate it. Thank you.
Yeah, no, go. So can you tell us a little bit like who? And I apologize if I mispronounced the name, but who Juan Luis Cifuentes Lemus was?
Well, this is a former professor. He passed away this year, in May of this year, unfortunately. He's a very well-known Mexican biologist that he really, the most incredible thing that he had done is that he did a lot of support for bringing the biology to several universities, that they started with the biology bachelors in several universities. And also, he's the one that started to do open outreach, outreach of science, marine science. And he wrote several books, and he is very well known. His name is Juan Luis Cifuentes Lemus. Cifuentes. Yes, for me, it's a very difficult name to pronounce. It's not a common name. So it is an honor, This is, as you said, is kind of the godfather of biology in Mexico, the general biology, and especially for marine biology. He has a lot of influence in many of the places where marine biologists today are studying.
And was this something that was considered like a lifetime achievement award for someone who's had a distinguished career like yourself?
Well, there are several awards. One is outreaching, one is research, that is the one I got, and others are management. And it means to be between peers, try to and that's the value I got from it. Actually, I'm very happy to get it, because the way it is done is that some of my peers from the former university where I studied bachelor's, they decided that they want to push me to get the award, and they made everything a campaign to do so inside of this biologist association. And I'm very glad, I'm very happy, and I'm very grateful for them to think about me. One of the reasons that they start to think on me is that recently in May, I received, in Mexico we have our national research system, which is a system that holds, or you applied and you get a recognition as a national research researcher, and there are different levels. And fortunately I went all through all the labels, and I got an emeritus, which is from my peers, from my friends from this. We studied in the same years. I'm the first one to get that. So that's how they come to the idea, and they put these two things together and send me to this award.
It's always nice because it's by your peers basically recognize your accomplishments and nominated you and promoted you for this award. That's always real special to be recognized by your peers. Like, are you the first shark person that has received the award now?
I think I am. I think I am, and they mentioned that in the presentation, and actually, most of the biologists are in the highlands and they work in terrestrial species, plant species.
Hmm.
But I'm the first that is working in sharks for this
Yeah.
award.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's even better because people do
Yeah.
sharks tend to get overlooked by in a lot
Yes,
of
that's
these
true.
awards.
That's
You
true.
know, I know
And
it's like they'll give it to people do everything else but sharks. So it's really
yes, yes,
it's really says a lot about your
yeah,
accomplishments
yeah.
to be able to get that award. So does it mean your students now give you added respect now or
No,
that you
I
have
don't
this?
think so, Dave. No, no, Dave. No, no, yes, yes.
Yeah.
But I'm very happy with all of them, and they were very happy, and we are going to celebrate this. Increase. We every year we have a laboratory party at my house. This time it's going to be someplace else. We have like what we call the posada, which is these parties that you have before the Christmas, and
Hmm.
they are 12 posadas. So this you start uh, long before to Christmas to have some parties, and that's very familiar family time parties.
Hmm.
And we always have the posada, and this time is we are going to have so much things to celebrate. So
Yeah, I say so. Well, if I see it at the NEPS meeting in March, we'll have to have another one up there
yes,
in Newport, Oregon.
yeah, yes, yes, yes,
It'd only be appropriate, you know.
yeah.
Yeah, and I know there's going to probably be this is going to sound like a redundant question, but do that mean they increase your pay salary now more?
No, I was in the general director's office, but I'm on the top, so I cannot make
That's
more.
okay.
Oh, it's okay. It's okay. Had to ask. You
I
know,
wish, I wish. Well, it's yeah, it's assured that I will keep that salary.
Yeah,
yeah, keep
yeah, you've
salary.
done
Yeah,
a good job.
they're
Yeah,
they're
you're
not
not going
going
to
to
go
cut
lower,
it.
that's for sure.
Yeah,
Yeah, yes,
that's the good
yes,
that's the good news. So well since it's been whatever it's been what 2.5 years since we talked. So what have you been up to besides winning prestigious awards?
Well, we have keep on going on in the recent years. We have concentrated in three things. One is developing a monitoring. I think I talked in the last time. Developing monitoring with BRUVS for the
Oh,
natural protected area of Bahia de Los Angeles.
mm-hmm.
That it has been. They don't have a systematic monitoring, and we have uh, developed the protocol for them to do monitoring, and we have keep doing monitoring for 2 years and a half. So we
Mm-hmm.
have a lot of videos and things to check, and and also we use drones, which for maybe for the US sounds to be a simple techniques to be keep doing monitoring for, but for us, to get the money and it was a little bit a quite hard work to get that. So with that, I'm very happy. We have to wrap up this next year, at the beginning of next year. But also we have we will have some we have very interesting videos for rays in the area. We have
Oh,
different species of rays, so
Cool.
I think we will have some very interesting information about the diversity on rays
oh
taken by
wow.
BRUVS
Oh wow.
in the area of Bahia de Los Angeles. So
Yeah.
as it became an ISRA, this important shark and rays area, this that is happening with IUCN, this IUCN project. And Bahia de Los Angeles became an ISRA. I think you pronounce it in English.
Mm-hmm.
And but with this information, we will support more that name.
Mm-hmm.
The information for to keep on growing, to make a more robust area based on scientific information. So and we are very happy to be doing not so much sharks, but a lot of rays, different rays. So we are very happy.
Rays are just flat sharks, so they need their love too. You
That's
know.
true. That's
So
true.
go ahead.
Sorry, when you talk about the BRUVS, how many, how long is the video when you go through that stuff, and who goes through all of that?
Okay, yeah, that's an interesting question. Yeah, the way we are doing is in each location, because we have 11 locations. In each location, we put five, drops each time in the locations, and we sit the drops for 1 hour. So we go and work. Okay. We start very early in the morning. We go sit the props, wait 1 hour, and start to pick them up. Just to be to have 1 hour of filming. I think that we have 12,000 hours of video. So it's incredible. And of course,
wow.
Yes, by this time, and of course it takes a lot of time. We have several younger students, just that they are finishing their bachelor's, or they have to do services as when they are studying. They have to do some professional services, we call in Mexico, that they have to work in one laboratory for some hours. They have helped us. And we are working with that, and we are not done. I think that we have 1 year of after we are done with the project, we will finish in 1 year. It's a lot of that. Of course, we are making different approximations that people does in international arena to do or to analyze these videos. And also, and you will hear it in next this meeting that is going to be next March. One of my students she's going to present an AI approximation to at least to go through the videos, and this is a ray, because we have bony fishes and rays mostly, and so. And then
so you can tell the different shape, basically, right?
Yes, that's right.
Yeah.
So I know that there are some programs, if they are already professional programs, but they are costly, and you have to train in any way, And
of course,
we decided, because we have here in my center the capacity to develop these kind of things, and we got a good arrangement with another researcher that works in computer science, and we are working together, which has been very incredible, very fascinating job to do. And for me, it's very interesting. Very interesting.
Yeah, because it's interesting, because I know they can do it from pictures. So I know there's a organization in Australia that works on the Great Barrier Reef, and it's like a citizen science project where you can identify. I think they look at what's consistent of the reef. Is it a boulder? Is it like what is it, like a branching coral, or is it a flat coral? Then you can the AI kind of detects it, and you just confirm it, and then you can go through an app and just do it over and over and over again. With video, it must be a little different, because you got to capture the shape and the size, and then you can identify it, maybe take a picture of it, and then ship it, and then somebody confirms the species and things like that. But I mean, that would help. That would help process the data so much faster and so much more efficiently for your lab, right? To be able to get all that kind of stuff, because that's 12,000 hours that's a lot of poor grad students that have to do that.
How many students do you have now, Oscar?
Well, I've always
12,000, Dave. 12,000.
Sorry.
No, I don't have that much. I like to keep it easy, in the sense that each student has. If you want to have a good results, I think that the less students you have and work with them is the better. Or you grow a big team that you all together, everybody helps each other between us. So that's the type of laboratory I'm running. And now I have 5 students. The largest number I have it's 7 or 10 maybe, but they don't allow me to have so much students. The program doesn't allow me to have more than 6 or 7 students. So if I what I do is in the laboratory is that the postdocs take attention of or are the main advisors for the students, and then I participate in the committees and discuss, and we have a very friendly and very, I think that is an efficient way of doing things, but always thinking, high quality and always thinking, I want my students to go to NET and be on the same level as you guys in the other side of the border. So that's the effort I love to do.
Yeah, well, you've always had really good. All the ones I've always met have always been very good. The ones you've brought in the past that I've met a little bit and stuff. So
Yes.
But the other hard thing is the field is there's just not like a lot of jobs when people finish
That's
with their
true.
degree. That's the
Yes.
hard thing.
Yes, that's
and
true, especially for doctoral students. I think it's a world problem that we have so many doctors, doctoral PhDs that they don't have work and they have to keep on postdocs, and they get like our heads, and they are still in
That's why we're
postdocs,
bald.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's not a fair system, but but they
Yeah.
want to do it, and you have to support them.
Yeah. Well, I
that's the
always
beauty.
you always tell the students like this is going to be your best time. You're going to enjoy doing sharks because after graduate school, it's not going to be a lot of. Well, I don't say it won't be a lot of fun, but you won't have the opportunities you have now to just go in the field and do your stuff because after
That's
that,
great.
if you can find a job, which there's very few out there, you're going to be stuck probably behind a desk looking at a computer most of the day. Because nobody goes out in the field. Like for you, do you spend you probably get in the field a little bit, but don't your students pretty much do most of the bulk of the field stuff now?
Yes. Most of them here in my lab that as we have been running this program, we used to go every month, and then we switched to every 2 months just for the money. And now we are finishing this twice. I think that every 4 months, because of we are finishing. We complete 1.5 year cycle, and that's everybody has to go to the field, especially if you are going to be seated in front of a screen and looking at it. You have to understand how valuable is that video and how it was taken, since the beginning. So we take everybody.
Yeah. Do students have to get, because the drone stuff I think is super cool, but such a new thing. Do your students have to go get checked out and get like a drone license?
No, don't tell anyone. But,
okay,
no,
just between us.
No, you have to be trained, but it's still in Mexico because of the size of the drone that we have. Is up to now it hasn't been necessary to have a license to. I think that for certain size upwards that you need a license, and then the Navy and a permit and things like that. But no, the drone, the size of the drone that we are working with. We are in the limit. We are really in the limit.
Do most all your students learn how to use the drone?
No, just there are very few, but they do. I mean, there are a couple. Some of them get nervous to use it. Sometimes they like better to be looking videos and working on the field, taking out the BRUVS and things like that. Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Well, that must be. I just thought about that. It must be kind of nice to be able to complement the drone stuff with your BRUVS stuff.
Yes, that was the main idea. In some of the places we are going to do that. We have the both information, the BRUVS inside and the drone flying. And that's one of a secret place, Dave, that I found for race in one part of that. That's one thing that I will try to keep on going even after I retire, which is going to be soon, it's going to be maybe 2 years that I will retire. And that's very interesting area, and I'm sure that the ecological significance of this area is quite big in the Gulf of California. So I will be working on that.
You said on the BRUVS stuff, you've seen some rays on the BRUVS that you didn't know occurred there?
No, I think that we are reviewing if there is some new things, or maybe go with some experts to help us to identify them and be sure that any time soon we will start knocking your door and say, hey Dave, what is this? Are we doing the right things? Because I know that you are very well on this. So yes.
Yeah. Just don't send me any Eurobetas, any round stingrays, because those are
no. Yeah, I'm stupid, not that much.
Those are like a pain in the ass to be able to ID those things, man. Unless you just want to call them all Eurobetas halari, that's thing just done. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, done. Yeah.
They're just they're so hard to do. They're so hard to figure out with all of those things there. I'm very happy to hear you're still planning to work another couple of years, because then at least you and I can keep going along together. Everybody else is like bailing out on us. So it's like it'd be you and I would be like the last. So I'm glad you got at least a couple more years. And so what kind of goals or objectives do you have for the next? Do you have any?
2 years. That's the second news I want to share with you guys is that through the years we have accumulated several specimens, jaws, shark heads. We have a beautiful hammerhead, a dry hammerhead head with the jaws and I cannot remember this part of the sharks how they go.
The head, the hammer,
mantle,
the hammer.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, the hammer. Okay.
The hammer.
Okay. Now we have a head of a juvenile white shark that we got from the upper Gulf of California and several things. So all this material, after I'm going and because I don't see clearly that if my laboratory is going to continue to be working on sharks, what we decided is to open in the local natural museum, which is a small museum, but very important for kids and families.
Yeah.
We are going to open how do you call it?
Like a natural history museum? Oh, room, nice.
I mean, a special site for sharks. So we are preparing this, and this is going to be all the material is going to be seated there. They will start for 1 year of exhibition, and this exhibition, I don't know if they keep it afterwards, but they will get all this material that we have accumulated from the laboratory to be part of their own material, a part of their exhibition, and they have an exhibition of marine organisms, or marine ecology exhibition. So we'll be part of it at the end, but we will open in next March. After I come from NEPS, the next following week is the opening of this exhibition on sharks for the general public. So I'm very happy. So that's one thing that we are finishing.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's really good.
Yes. So it will be for everybody in the city.
Oh, that's neat. That's neat. It'll be there in Ensenada.
Yes, it's going to be in our museum, the local museum. It's an outreach museum, actually. Now they have a very neat exhibition on dinosaurs, and then they want us to put I mean, we knock their door and say, we have all this bunch of materials and we would like to give to you guys, because if we retire, is where we're going to put. Is my technician and me, Carmen Rodriguez, is my friend, and we work together, and she came with that idea, and we did it. We are on the way to become a reality on March and 27 next year. Yes.
Oh, that's great. That's really good. That's really good to see. So, well, Oscar, it's been great to have you back on here to catch up with you on everything, and here, and congratulations on your award. That's really pretty special, and it's nice. Trying to think about when you get one of these awards for your lifetime career. It's like, well, you hope you got some more lifetime to enjoy it with and stuff of your career.
And, thank you, Dave.
I was really glad to see you, and we'll definitely have you come back on at least within the 2 years. So when you retire, we'll have a special retirement episode for you, and maybe we'll have some tequila together. Maybe I'll have to Andrew and I'll come down there and have
do a live show
with you.
With all your students.
That will be great. That would be great. That will be great. And you can have some videos to verify the species that.
There you go. Put you to work, Dave.
There you go. Of course they would. As long as you guys got some good tequila there, we're good, man.
I'm all tequila.
Be sure that.
We'll get Andrew. We'll get Andrew to involve him in IDing him after a few shots of tequila.
Yeah, there you go. I'll do that. No problem.
He'll do as well as I'm sure.
It's just the hammer.
Exactly. Good. Well, Oscar, I hope we'll catch you in March at the Northeast Pacific Shark Symposium, the NEPS meeting, and otherwise, hopefully, maybe in May at the Sharks International
I hope so too.
in Sri Lanka. So, but anyway, thanks so much for coming on, and again, congratulations and everything.
No, thank you again. Thank you very, very, very thank you, because of the way you invited me, and I'm very honored to be with you always. And let's wait for 2 years and have some tequilas.
Absolutely. Love it. And congratulations again on your award. Definitely
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Okay, thanks a lot. Thank you, Oscar, for joining us on today's episode of the Beyond Jaws podcast. Congratulations on your award. We love having you on. We love hearing what you're up to. Obviously, 12,000 hours of BRUVS video is a lot to go through. It was kind of interesting how he's talking about, he has a student who's trying to develop AI, like an AI platform, or I guess an AI tool to go through all that video and identify that. I feel like that's where the research is going to be productive within ocean research, is to take away a lot of that time that you have to go through videos, because normally you'd have to go through each and every video, divide it up among students, and everybody take a few hours and have to go through and watch every piece and try and identify it. Obviously, you're going to go through fast forward a little bit, but it's still a lot to take in. Very interesting in that respect. But Dave, do you want to talk a little bit about Oscar and why he deserves this award, and your history with him?
Yeah, well, as we touched on again, and please go back and see the original episode. It was in April of 2023, and he shares about his whole journey. But him and I actually met as graduate students in Tokyo, Japan, and which was pretty funny.
Incredible.
It was amazing opportunity there to meet, and it's kind of cool going through a journey together like you had. And that's the neat thing with particularly younger people are starting out. You make these connections early in your career, and it's funny to see 40 years later, here we are in the latter parts of our career. And the great thing about Oscar is he's kind of like me, doesn't have any interest in like retiring right now. He's going to go at least another couple of years, and which is great to hear, and but yeah, he's had a fabulous career, and I'm really happy to see him be rewarded by that, and the big thing is it was his peers recognized him for it, so it was really that makes it all the more special. For sure. When your peers recognize you for receiving an award like that, and I didn't really know about the person who was named after, but I was glad to hear a little bit about him, hear a little bit about the individual who was quite accomplished in Mexico, which makes the award all that more significant. I think that he was able to receive that. So So yeah, it was like I said, it's great having him on, and hopefully we won't have to wait too long. I think he says he wants to work another couple of years. We'll definitely have him on when he does retire, but maybe we'll have him on again before that if he has some other great award like this.
Indeed. Yeah, I think it's it's something that's really interesting when people win these awards. A lot of times, we don't celebrate it enough. We're able to do that on this podcast, giving him the recognition that he deserves. Because when you do a lot of the work that he does, and there's an opportunity to get nominated for that award, and your peers recognize you, as he says, he's really honored, and as he should be, but also he deserves it. And it was really nice for his colleagues to be able to recognize that and nominate him for that award. And he's able to have that as a distinction. So I think that's really fun.
And I think for people who don't see this part of the show, oftentimes we, as Andrew and I tend to do with a lot of our guests, we spent like an hour after the show talking sports, catching up on football, talking about the World Series,
talking about the world,
Pittsburgh Steelers, Oakland Raiders. It was just. Which
I'm not ready to talk about the World Series too much yet.
Well,
as a Toronto fan, I'm not.
Well, for him and I, it was kind of great reminiscing about the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Oakland Raiders.
Yes.
And if you're old enough to remember the 1970s, John Madden was the coach back then.
Yes.
So if you knew, most of you probably remember more as an announcer. But let me tell you, he was a hell of a character and a great coach.
What's funny too? It's like I don't think a lot of people will know him even as an announcer these days. I think they'll know him for his video game, like the Madden football video game, which is quite popular, which is interesting, like the different generations that come in and what they recognize him for. I mean, Hall of Fame announcer, Hall of Fame coach, and I think he played in the NFL too, didn't he?
I don't know if he played in the NFL, but he played college football. He was
an offensive lineman, I think. So,
he went to Cal Poly San Luis Obispo, actually.
Oh, there you go.
He played out there and stuff. But sometime we have to do an outtake and just like record the after show on the sports talk we have sometime. We should, believe me, Andrew and I have talked about this, like doing a sports podcast. Just have on Shark people that play sports, which is quite extensive. People may not realize.
Yeah.
And we just spent our time, like I said, we ripped off an hour here with Oscar just talking about football, baseball, talked about hockey. Oscar and I learned a few hockey things that we didn't know from Andrew. And so
we could do this as maybe next year we'll do it as part of our Patreon or something. And so if people want to support the show, they can get extra content of the stuff that we'll just record after we talk, after we do the actual interview. So
perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Well, that's something to look out for in 2026. So stay tuned. If you really love what we talk about, sports, we talk about science, we talk about conferences, we talk about everything. It's a lot of fun, so you can check
tequila.
that out in 2026. And tequila sometimes, absolutely. But anyway, Dave, this has been wonderful. Obviously, Oscar, thank you so much. Congratulations on your award. This is something that's we're very proud of you and honored that you come on the podcast to talk about it. And Dave, if people want to get a hold of you, how would they do so?
It's a Lost Shark Guy on Instagram and Lost Shark Guy on YouTube. And please go to the YouTube channel. Andrew and I are producing a series, Searching for Lost Sharks, Extinct or Alive, funded by the Save Our Seas Foundation. And please go there and check it out, and please subscribe. It really helps support the cause.
Absolutely. Wonderful. And if you guys want to check us out, Beyond Jaws Pod on Instagram as well as on YouTube. Check us out. You can watch us do the interviews. You can watch Oscar talk about his award. And I want to thank you guys. Thank you, Dave, and thank you, Oscar, and thank you, the audience, for listening to each and every one of our episodes. We really appreciate it. Thank you so much for joining us on the Beyond Jaws podcast. From Dave and I, have a great day. We'll talk to you next time, and happy conservation.